has to be fair. Because this is also the prize. So, I don't have anything to put it in.
Oh, the lid. Where's the lid?
It's over here. There's a duck leaves in it.
Oh,
That's just that.
here. I got a bowl.
Sweet.
Speed it up.
Okay, now look, because it's a clear bowl. Here, 2. I need 2 cards. Yeah, you, 2. Where's your hand? Oh, nice. Pick your own. Maria's not here. Oh, one fell. Linda.
Yeah.
Me?
Which Linda?
Do you want to volunteer or do you want to
I'm filming
take?
you.
Okay, one more.
I mean, I will, but
DJ. Okay.
Come on, DJ.
So,
What do we need to do?
you have to come up.
I'm up there.
Yes. I need volunteers. So here's your aprons.
Oh.
Hi, I'm so glad you were able to come over to our meal prep party. This is going to be so much fun. Have you ever...
Take that new stuff down. I don't cook good.
Well, just wanted to give you kind of an overview of what's going on today, since neither of you have been to a meal prep workshop.
Oh, yeah.
So, so I've created stations here in the lovely kitchen. You like the lovely kitchen?
Yes.
I've created stations, and at each station there is a little capsule here of what you're supposed to put in your Ziploc bag. And on each Ziploc bag, I have already put the sticker on that contains the cooking instructions, as well as the items that you're going to need to add when you get home. So we are making orange teriyaki salmon. You will need to add 4 salmon fillets after you purchase them and get them back home. And then we're also making tomato basil chicken. And you're going to need a cup of cherry or grape tomatoes and 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. So if you guys could come around and use the measuring cups that are here. Let me know if you have any questions. And just so you know, when I notate GSO, that means grapeseed oil. Just because I wasn't sure if you were familiar with grapeseed oil. And for the people that are not at the stations, of course I have little samples for you to try as well. So I'm going to let you know about those. I have our garlic galore dip. There's some pita chips or some veggies, so feel free to pass that around and try that. Our garlic galore dip is a mayonnaise and sour cream dip. I used plain yogurt instead of sour cream. It has a little more health benefit to it as well. And then this is our smoked tomato mozzarella blend. Again, veggies or pita chips with that. So feel free to try those. Our smoked tomato mozzarella blend is rehydrated because the tomatoes are dehydrated in the actual blend. And so I rehydrate it with warm water and then mix it with cream cheese. So lots of yummy stuff. So how are we doing over here making our meals?
So is this teriyaki?
Good question. So if you like things a little spicier, with a little bit of heat, you would want to use our Pacific Fusion, which is like a kicked up version of teriyaki. If you prefer things more on the mild side, you're going to use the teriyaki sauce itself.
Where's the basil?
The basil pesto grapeseed oil right here. For those of you who have not done a meal prep party, any freezer meals, I'll just hold this open for you. Part of the benefit of having your meals put together and in the freezer is when the meat and veggies defrost already in the seasoning, it not only helps with flavor, because the flavor is going to be more infused, but it also tenderizes any meat that's in there as well because you're marinating it as it actually thaws. So twofold benefit as far as the cooking process, and then of course it reduces cooking time as well because everything's put together. All you have to do is follow the quick cooking instructions. So since both of you have one, if you could just switch and then try out the other.
Now switch spots.
Whichever you guys want to do, you're pretty fine.
Just give me the bag.
For a typical meal prep party at my house, there are 10 of these stations set up in my dining room around the table. Some of you have attended a meal prep party. There's usually product to sample, and a lot of times I make up a dip or popcorn with our popcorn seasoning or something along those lines as well, so that you have something to snack on. Of course, there's wine and beverages also, just to make sure that you all are well hydrated. Don't want you not being hydrated while you're having fun making meals. And one of the things that I have just started doing, and need to get my flyers out for that, is doing meal prep parties on the go. So if someone wants to host a meal prep party, I'm doing a mini meal prep, so 5 meals. And by the way, each meal usually covers about 4 to 6 people in the family, depending on how large all of the people in the family are. And I don't mean size, I mean age. For Steve and I, when I make these, we always have leftovers because my kids are small, and so they're not going to eat a full adult-sized portion. So for the mini meal prep parties, I'm combining 5 of the meal prep stations with a full tasting party. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, and then that's just going to be $25 because it is, you know, reduced cost since it's not as many meals as well. I'm going to have a standard 5 meals, but as you guys know, everything's customizable, and I can work with everyone if they want something specific, if they have something they really want their friends to try. So, what did you guys think of the process?
Easy breezy.
Easy breezy.
Even for me.
Congratulations. You now have 2 meals
Cool.
to put in the freezer.
Where's the chicken and the...
I know, right? I know. You still have to go to the store and buy the chicken and the salmon. You can keep these in your fridge up to about a week to 2 weeks. But I prefer to just go ahead and stick them in the freezer, and then whenever you get your groceries, you can just stick those in the bag in the freezer. If you buy pre-frozen chicken, just go ahead and put it straight in there. Even though it doesn't mix before you put it in the freezer, it will all mix together once it's defrosting. So it doesn't matter whether you put it in there when the ingredients are frozen or fresh, it's all going to come out the same. So thank you very much. Feel free to take those with
Question.
you.
The salmon or something else good?
You can absolutely do the chicken instead of salmon if you would prefer to do that. Yes?
Oh, I love that you have it labeled. So,
Yes.
is there a label that freezes better than another label, or?
Well, you know, when I first started doing the meal prep parties, I had gone to my girlfriend's kitchen, and their labels weren't working well. So I thought my colleagues were crazy for putting the stickers on there. I thought it was going to peel off, that what was printed wasn't going to stay on, etc. However, I don't know what it is about Avery labels, but they are working perfectly. No one's had any problems with them that they've told me about. And having the instructions on there instead of on a piece of paper has definitely worked out better for people because it's all in one place. I used to have people bring their ingredients, their shopping list items like the chicken, the veggies, etc. for the meals to the workshop. But it's quicker at my house or at the hostess house to not have the ingredients there. It takes less time to put things together. You also don't have to worry worry about health, safety things with raw meat, etc. So it just turned out a little easier, and everyone seems to like that change as well.
My problem I had after I did it, I cut the label off, so I had the label of what was, but I didn't have the ingredients that went in it, the little label that went with it about the ingredients.
Right, well, I was supposed to pass this out, so I'll try and pass this around. Every time you come to a freezer meal workshop, sorry I'm taking an extra 30 seconds, I do send you home with a copy of all of the assembly instructions as well as a paper copy of all of the cooking instructions. And now as well a shopping list. So things have changed a little for those of you that came when I first joined the group. But I do try, the point of the workshop is for people to find meals that work for them and their family, and then to reorder, and then to reorder the products for those meals. So hence the thing that I sent home with you. Thank you.